All right, good morning, y'all. We're gonna get out here and do some catfishing, but first I gotta go catch some bait. I brought a little rod rigged up with a bobber, small hook. I think it's the number 8, and some red worms right here. And I brought my cast net, so we're gonna try for some shad or some bluegill. It's kind of late. I slept in a little bit, so I'm not sure if I'll be able to catch any shad, but we're gonna try anyway. And I also got some frozen bait over there in my little bucket that we'll use also. So either way, we gotta find some bait, preferably some fresh bait. So let's get after it. There was just a fish right there, went and took off. I wouldn't mind having some live bluegill, but we're gonna throw the net first. Let's see if we can catch us some shad. Hey, there's some, a small one, but I left in my net. Oops. My net needs a little patchwork done to it, but it's still catching baits. Morning. Oh, pitch it out there. See if we got anything. Yep, some small ones. A lot of small ones. Well, we'll take them. I'd rather have some big ones. Okay, bucket. Cooperate. Okay, there we go. There's some small ones. See if we can find a bigger one. I just saw some jump right down there. We'll walk down that way because around that gravel boat ramp's a good place to catch some bluegill too. Yeah, okay. No bluegill want to eat my worm. They do not want the worm, but it's cooled off. They may be out there deeper. See, there went some fish. I'm throwing the cast out. I keep seeing fish move here close to the bank, but I don't know what they are. I assume they were little bluegill, and they still might be. They just might not be hungry this morning. There's some shad jumping over there. The shad are still getting with it. The water's cooling off a little bit. All the fish are feeling good. Unlike me, it starts cooling off. I start feeling pretty good. All right, let's see what we can get out here. Hopefully some bigger shad. There was something, there went something moving too. Yeah, some bigger shad. I think that was a turtle. Let's see. Oh, there's stuff in there. Oh yeah. Oh. Yeah, that's some good ones. That one's a big one. Don't want to take too many of them behemoth shad out, because that's your baby makers. Keeps the shad in a little lake like this. We'll take this one. Take this one. Then I got another one I'll probably make a couple baits out of. But I probably got enough, but I'm going to make one more throw with my frozen bait that I've already got. I kind of wish I hadn't caught all them little ones. If I could get a couple more medium-sized ones. Nothing there. Look, a bluegill. They don't want to bite my hook, but oh shoot. Worst place in the world to put rod holders in. This is just nothing but rock right through here. But we got them in. Those are takedown rod holders. They can take a beating. Look at them. I've been beating on these. I've had these about 1.5 years, 2 years maybe. I've got some I've had about 3 years, I believe. 2.5, 3 years, and they're still hanging on. And I beat them into places like this all the time. But if they don't go in real easy, I'll tap them in a little bit to kind of mark where the holes are going to be, and then I'll get a screwdriver and punch one hole at a time. That's kind of what I had to do this morning. But anyway, I'll put a promo code and the link so you can check these out, and a promo code to save you a little money if you need some good rod holders. All right, let's get some bait cut up and get it in the water. All right, let's get some bait ready. I'm gonna a lot of people don't like to use frozen bait. It's not as good, don't get me wrong. I don't think it's as good, but you can definitely catch fish on it. My biggest concern with it is it gets soft, but we're gonna go frozen and fresh right here, see if we catch any fish on either one. But this is the frozen one. Now, like on these bigger shad, I don't like to freeze a little small shad. You know, they need to be pretty good size before I'll freeze them. The head stays pretty good as far as toughness. That's still frozen, and being able to keep it on a hook. The head stays pretty good. Now I'm going to cut this belly pocket out here because that'll be pretty soft. I like to hook them in that belly part sometimes because it's really tough, but we're just gonna, and that might be a bait right there, just that whole stomach piece. We'll see how tough it still is, but I probably won't use it right now. But there's a head piece, and then I'll chunk this back up like so and make some baits out of it. There's lots of ways to do it, but the frozen bait I prefer this way. Now, if y'all watch the channel, y'all see me sometimes fillet them. So these fresh ones out, fillet the frozen ones. Them fillets are pretty soft. They don't stay on the hook quite as good. Right here, you still got a little bit of bone structure and stuff in there to help hold it together. But I'm going to we're going to put frozen shad on the 2 yellow rods, and then I'm going to put the fresh shad on the 2 white rods. But I'm going to get this big one here cut up, and we'll get some bait in the water. All right, now I am hooking this frozen bait on. I'll show you how I do it. It's not really any different for me, but I've got that one on. I've already got the other ones baited up and ready to go. But yeah, just hook it through here. You can feel it. I mean, it's still pretty firm. Just using small hooks. The bite's been really non-aggressive lately. Put on some 4/0. Sometimes when they bite like that, they just don't seem to be in the mood. A smaller hook, smaller bait, just something they can be lazy about. Something easy to get in their mouth will do the trick. Now today they might be on fire, but who knows. We'll but we're gonna get this out here. But I'm not like trying to prove that one bait's better than the other. I would just like to show that you can catch some fish on frozen bait, because especially the bigger ones. Now the small ones, in my opinion, they get too soft. They don't stay on your hook. But don't throw those big shad away. If you can freeze them before they get hot and start breaking down, then they're soft before you ever freeze them. But if you can keep them cold and then freeze them fresh, when you thaw them out, they're a solid bait, and you will catch fish on them. I just don't like the idea of people throwing away these jumbo shad that could, you know, a couple of them could be a whole fishing trip, you know, when they've heard somebody say, oh, I won't use frozen bait, it's no good. Yeah, it works, and hopefully we'll catch a couple fish on it today. We'll see. All right, let's get this first one in there. Frozen bait. We're going to chunk it, and it's going to stay on the hook because we froze big shad. Yeah, it's still on there. Bloop. There we go. Kind of wanted that towards that point a little more, but that'll work. All right, y'all, I'm going to get the rest of these in the water, and we're going to sit in the lawn chair and drink some coffee. Oh, got him. I got a bunch of grass in my reel. He took it down like you're supposed to do. Good job, buddy. Hope he's hooked good. He don't feel like a giant monster, but he feels decent. And that's pretty much always a thought, probably for all of us. When you feel one that feels decent, I hope he's hooked good. Now I'm talking 5, 6, 7 pounds decent. That's decent for me. He does not want to come up, which makes me think he might be a little flatty. Probably wrong though. I think the last time I fished here I caught 2, and it was in the winter. No, it's the blue. I wonder if we can heave him up here. I'm afraid if I do, I'll regret it. So I'm gonna walk down there and get him, y'all. Oh, well, we did heave him part of the way through the poison ivy and stuff. Maybe I won't regret that part of it. All right, let's get this guy. Check him out, y'all. First one. That's gonna be supper tonight. All right, I'm gonna put him on the stringer. All right, fish 1, and he came on fresh bait. So, all right, I'm gonna find a good place to tie this off and get back up there. Well, here was an old whacker slacker. Whacked it and slacked it. Had a lot of that. Only the one real serious contender so far. But yeah, yep. A lot of nibbles. But yeah, that's been about it since that first fish we caught in about the first 10 minutes. It's been an hour and a half. Hadn't caught anything else. I don't have time today to really move around. I got stuff to do at home, but I'm gonna get home, take care of what I gotta take care of, and I'll pick y'all back up in the morning. We'll probably go somewhere else and see if we can find some fish. But all right, I'm gonna load up and get out of here. I'll see y'all in the morning. All right, y'all, it's been a few days since I was out last. Didn't get to get out the next day like I'd planned, but we're out here this morning. We're going to give this spot a try. And I haven't been here in a while, but today's going to be record highs. It is the 24th of October. It's going to be 90 degrees today. I think the guy on the radio said 92 a while ago. But anyway, we're going to try to catch us a few fish. I've got some small shad. I didn't catch a whole lot of bait this morning, but I got some small shad. And I don't have any frozen bait to continue the point I was trying to make last time, that you can catch fish with frozen bait. But just do me a favor, you catch some big shad, don't throw them away. Keep them cold until you freeze them. Possibly dry them a little bit. Pat them dry with some paper towels before you put them in the freezer. That water will freeze and crystallize and it'll break them down, but give them a shot. The little ones, not so much, but the big ones stay pretty solid if you freeze them right. And still make pretty good bait. But oh, y'all, look at this. I found some, speaking of bait, found some bait. Somebody left their trash here, and well, it might work out for me because I don't have a lot of bait. But look at this, I dumped it out. That's squid. I've never used squid before. So the plan's gonna be, I'm gonna bait these big rods out with shad. I'm gonna put some small rods out with that squid on there. And I know people use squid. I watch people that use squid, but I've just never used it. But anyway, all right, let's get some bait in the water. All right, so I don't have a ton of bait, so I'm not gonna use very big baits at all. I'll save that tail. Yeah, we might use this little guy here. I don't know if how good he'll stay on. He's small. I'll hook him through the hard part of the head there. Yeah, we'll use this little guy whole. Just knock his tail off and let him bleed. head piece and a body piece and save the tails. I've caught many fish on those tails. But all right, get this on a hook. All right, y'all, squid going in. It pretty tough stuff. So it'll probably stay on the hook good. I've never used it. We're gonna pitch it right out here. Yeah, buddy. All right, I'm gonna get another one out with this stuff on it. We'll see if it does us any good. Got him. Yeah, he hit fairly well. He's hooked. That's all that matters, ain't it? Come on in here. He feels like he'd be a one to put on the stringer. I might. I don't plan on moving today, so I think I'll go ahead and put him on the stringer. We'll see. And see how it goes. That's if it's a catfish. I'm sure it is. It hasn't given me a reason to believe otherwise yet. There he is. I think he was tangled up because he felt bigger than that. Looked like he come unwrapped by the time I got him up here. Judging by the slime on the line, he probably was wrapped up pretty good. And there he is. Alright, y'all, here he is, first fish. Didn't take about 15 minutes, but we're gonna put him on the stringer. Well, first fish on the stringer. That may be it. It seems like lately that's been the story. 1 or 2 fish at a spot, if any. I'm ready for winter time. They seem to school up a little more. Come to a spot, and once you find them, you know, not every spot's going to be loaded, but once you find them, that's when I like to put fish in the freezer. You can come to a spot, like I was saying, once you find them and load up on them. If you've got a weekend off of work, come back the next day, load up on them again, more than likely. To me, they seem to school up a lot more in the winter and not move quite as much. So that's just my opinion from a bank fishing standpoint. That's how I've always seen it. But winter's coming, I'm ready. Let's see if we can get us another 1 or 2. Hopefully so. Both these rods got hit at the same time. This one kept it down. That one just, you know, it got hit. This one took her down. Dropped my coffee cup. But I had just taken my last drink, so that's all right. Got some more in my thermos. And we got us another eater. Yeah, buddy. Yahoo! Well, here's number 2. I dropped my coffee cup and my phone. Oh well, it's a new one. I need to break it in. But yeah, both rods got hit. That white one next to it got hit too, but whatever it was, it let go. Maybe it'll come back. But all right, let's put this on the stringer. Little sandwich. Oh, he still got it. Damn. Oh, we got him. Yeah, buddy. My other camera, my tripod camera, it overheated. That's crazy, your cameras are overheating. When your cameras are overheating in late October, you know it's too hot. That's usually a July and August, maybe early September thing. Not late October. He don't feel, nah, he's not a big one, but he feels bigger than those other 2 we got. We got supper. Shoot, yeah. I think that reel sounds funny, don't it, y'all? I think I've bent this. Don't it look bent? It was bent way down there. I might have kicked it or something. Who knows? But I think it's making it sound weird. Anyway, if you're wondering why it sounds like that, it's because I've probably done something to it. Hey, there we go. Shoot ya. Come on in here, kitty cat. Let's see if we can drag you through them rocks up in the grass. Nah, he ain't no bigger than them other ones. He just felt good. Oink, 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 oink. Just quit now. Oh, I lost my weight. There's $1. But he's worth $1. Alright, y'all. There he is. I'm gonna go put him on the stringer. Heck yeah. Alright, y'all. Well, that's a wrap. I got 3 good eaters. I'm gonna take home and clean and enjoy probably some fish tacos tonight. But alright, I'm gonna get out of here. Hope y'all enjoy the video. If so, hit that thumbs up button for me. Y'all want to see more, hit subscribe. Thank y'all.